What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video, and in today's video I wanted to go over what I'm going to be spending my UoCs on. We have the impending Summon Fest coming to Global. We already know that's happening. I'll go over that a little bit and then why I want to kind of spend my UoCs now. And just for, you know, spoiler's sake, we will be going over units coming out in JP. Since you hate to see that, you want to be surprised while it's coming out in Global, you might want to skip this video. Other than that, let's get into it. So I'm going to be going over where I plan to spend my UoCs. How many UoCs do I have right now, you may ask? 50. I have 50 as of today without getting any more from anywhere else. So that means I can get 2 full 7 stars and then another 5-star base unit if I so choose. And I am going to start choosing that because the Summon Fest banners, which are banners that have 5% rates, but they're 3% on banner, 2% off, which is opposed to our 3% rates that are 2% off, 1% on. I cannot wait for the 3% on banner. I'm sick of those troll rainbows. You cannot UoC those units. So they did say it's coming to Global, but they said it will be different than JP. And the way they've been restricting us on UoCs, who knows if we're going to be able to UoC those units, or maybe they cost more, maybe they cost 20 UoCs to get them. I don't know what they're going to do with the system, but I'm going to go ahead and spend mine now to make sure I get maximum value and just be able to have fun and save my Lapis and things like that for future Summon Fest banners where, one, they're more valuable. You know, my Lapis is more valuable in those banners, and two, you know, maybe I can't even use UoCs in those units. So that's what I'm doing. One of the things I wanted to point out to people, they always ask me, you know, what's coming out next, Claic? When do you think this is coming out? When do we get CG Noctis, etc.? Go to gameplay and go to update schedule. If you're ever on the Exvius wiki, you guys can search that on Google, Exvius FFBE wiki. You'll find this. Go to update schedule, and from here you can actually go look through all the global and all of Japan. So if we go to season 2 of Japan, we can go down and we can find different things. So we can look that Kimono Ayaka and Dressy Lane came out October 23rd, 2018. So this is how you guys are going to be able to find out. You know, it's kind of like a rough schedule. Obviously, we don't follow JP exactly, but it's in a way that you guys can get in there and start finding out for yourselves when you think certain things are going to go out. So we see here that we have CG Lightning in Japan coming out, and we're going to move on from there. So I'm not going to go too big on Soul. Soul's going to be a damage dealer that magic damage dealer, you guys know him from the story. He's probably our next story unit. He is going to be a little lackluster compared to, unless he gets global upgrades, compared to even Tsukiko or the Kimono Fina that we just got. So maybe global upgrades will get him there. The next one I'm considering is this banner right here. It's a 3 5-star base banner. We have Warrior of Light Krill, Dark Mage Exdeath, and Warrior of Dawn Galuf. Warrior of Dawn Galuf is an amazing physical tank. Now, we just got Olberic, and I'm going to be skipping him, but it's going to hurt to skip him, but I'm going to use tickets. Maybe I get lucky. This, you know, that's tomorrow. But essentially, Warrior of Dawn, Galuf, and then CG Warrior of Light, which we'll look at in a minute, are going to be much better physical tanks. They're actually stellar, so I'm considering spending, you know, I'm going to spend tickets on these banners, but I'm going to hold my Lapis off, and if I have to, if I feel like it, I may spend 20 just to get Warrior of Dawn, Galuf. He's very, very powerful, and I'm very interested in him. You guys know how much I like tanks, so I may get him. I need an upgrade. I love Wilhelm, but I've been using Wilhelm for so long now, I need a little upgrade that I want to play around with. Moving on down the list, Warrior of Light's Bartz, Warrior of Light Lena. Now, this is going to be a huge banner for a lot of people. Okay, he's going to be the next CG unit we get, which should be sometime coming in September, right? September, CG Lightning came out in August. We should be in September getting CG Bartz, because they essentially, I mean, they kind of went over that and started releasing more CG units, but it was normally 1 CG unit a month. And the next one's going to be Warrior of Light Bartz. Warrior of Light Bartz is going to probably be the best damage dealer in Global. The reason to say probably is because who knows what the global upgrades are going to be, and who knows what, if they release some other unit in between now and then that could be better than him. But he's going to be a true dual wielder, and he's going to be amazing. And I really like his kit. I really like the way he looks. I remember first seeing him on stage. The producer of the JP version was on stage with us. We were obviously practicing, and he whipped out his phone, and he was doing the King Mog event, and he had Warrior of Light's Bartz, and I just like the way Warrior of Bartz looked, his animations, plus I learned he was amazing, so I was like, I gotta get that guy. On that banner also is Warrior of Light Lena. Now, Warrior of Light Lena is going to be the best white mage in the game, triple casting white magic, but I'm not too interested in her, and I'll tell you why. The reason being is I have Myra, and I think Myra is just as good as Warrior of Light Lena, but for me, even better. One, I really like the way her kit works. Two, she uses abilities, so silence doesn't affect her at all. She gets around all that don't use white magic, don't use magic, all that stuff. She does it with her abilities. And so I like the way that works, right? It's one of her strong suits there, and I appreciate that a lot. So I don't really need Warrior of Light Lena. So most people will summon on this banner and get mad value, right? Best white mage in the game, best damage dealer in the game, boom, awesome banner to be spending on. For me, If I don't know why, because Global's all over the place. I've already seen a couple of things mixed up in this thing. If Warrior of Light Bartz comes out, I am 100% spending 20 UOCs on him. If if I end up pulling one on a ticket, I'll spend 1 UOC. If I end up getting, both on a ticket, if I ever get lucky like that again, I will just not be UOCing there. But that's a target. 100% 20 UOCs are going towards that. I got to keep myself to that. I am not summoning on that banner with Lapis because I don't need Warrior of Light Lena. I just don't need her. Scrolling on down, looking at these different units, you can see here, this is where Sora and Cloud came out in JP, and you can kind of see after Warrior of Light's Bartz came out, that's when Sora and Cloud came out. So that's when we can expect Sora and Cloud. That's when people ask me, that's when I can expect them to get their upgrades, right? Around that time in the meta in JP. Scrolling on through, we do get Kimono Fina, which we literally just got in Global. It just came out, like slid in there in the DMs in our announcements today. But we also have Magitech Warrior Terra, Treasure Hunter Locke, and so forth and so on. I really am looking at Treasure Hunter Locke for that dagger that gives some of that physical evade, excuse me. Magitech Warrior Terra, very, very nice. A lot of people love Terra out there. Pretty good damage dealer when it comes to magic, but nothing too groundbreaking. She's very fun. She's very adequate at what she does, but she's not that big step up, especially since Tsukiko's come out and started dominating. I hope I'm saying her name right. I haven't gotten used to that yet. You can see the Great Mage Kefka comes out next. Again, another mage that I think Magitech Warrior Terra kind of overshines. Tsukiko's going to overshine. Kimono Fina kind of goes over that as well. So they're going to have to give global buffs to these units or people are just not going to want to pull for them or give us some major thing to make us want to pull for them. And then shortly after that, we do get CG Furion, Dark Knight Leon. Not looking forward to UoCing any of them. And then starts the chain. White Lily Dark Fina is going to be CG Dark Fina, outstanding black mage, one of the best black mages still out in the JP version. But this is when you stopped being able to use UOCs. This is when the Summon Fest came. And while it has the bad attached to it with the UOCs, the good is it is a 5% on banner rate. It is 5% rainbow rate, excuse me. It is 3% on banner with 2% off, meaning you actually have a better chance finally of getting the on banner rainbow. So, this is where, your UOCs, I'm not going to say they're gone, obviously. There are units that come out. You can see Warrior of Light CG up here. There are units that still come out that are not, Fest units. But JP started really, it used to be only like the CG units were Fest units, and then they started adding other units that were Fest units and non-UOCable. We really don't know what's going to happen here on Global, but this is when you can expect around this time. So we have CG Bart still yet to get, right? Then we have CG, it looks like CG Furion, and then after that, it looks like not even half the month in, they released another CG unit, Dark Phoenix. That's when it stopped being every month, and when it just did it right there. That's when we can expect it to be implemented in Global, and again, expected, who knows what they do in Global, they change it all the time. You can't UOC her, at least that's what we're thinking, right? Like, we're thinking the UOC is going to be taken away. We're hoping that they're not. So that's why I want to spend mine early. I want to spend mine early, get value out of them, have fun with them. Again, you guys can take it for what you want. You can still save up and be like, Claic, I really think they're going to keep us, allowing us to UOC. But I think that in my heart that I really want to play around with Bartz, and honestly, I should be saving that Lapis for either limited time banners where I can't use UOC. I should be saving my money in Lapis for maybe global exclusives that come out that I don't know about, or global exclusive collaborations. They just announced Kingdom Hearts, so I can't be using UOCs on those, so my Lapis is more valuable there. And then once the Summon Fest comes out, that's obviously going to be more valuable with 5% on banner rates, 5% rainbow rates. I keep saying on banner. 5% rainbow rates, 3% on banner. And then, heavy hitters like White Lily, Dark Fina, Warrior of Light, CG Warrior of Light, which I definitely want to get. But Galuf is almost just as good. Some people argue that he's better. So if I can UOC that guy, maybe I skip Warrior of Light, even though Warrior of Light is still really cool. That's something to think about, right? And then we have CG Onion Knight, which is going to be an incredible... That guy is super good at damage dealing as well. And then we have the guy I'm really waiting for as far as a damage dealer after Bartz, which is going to be CG Rain, which I'm not going to go too much into that just in case you haven't gotten through the story yet. But there's a CG Rain coming out, and my goodness, I cannot wait. Rain is my favorite character in FFBE. But yeah, so that's just an overall, maybe this is more of like a what's coming out and how I plan to use my UOCs on everything that's coming out. Again, if you guys want to look at this list, if you want to compare it to Global, or you kind of forget what came out in Global, just head over to the Exvius Wiki. They do a great job. Gameplay update schedule. You want to check out Global? Click Season 2. and it'll show you guys. Look, the Emperor Supreme didn't even come out. They put question marks there. Nice job. It didn't come out when it was supposed to. Kimono Fina, Primrose, Oberic, all kinds of stuff. You guys can learn when the dates were. It's a really useful tool that I use to kind of look like I can look into the crystal ball. Really, I'm just paying attention to the schedule. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you like my plan for UoC. If you have any advice for me, what do you guys think? You think it's a good plan? I think it is. It kind of saves me from going belly up on a couple of these banners. And then subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys in the next video.